So I came home this weekend, the weekend of the 18th of May, because I had to go pick up like a prescription or something, and I had to like catch up like what's going on. Anyway, so typically my mom, she leaves my mail on my bed, and I just like go home, open up my door, I have my mail, open up my mail, whatever. But this particular day, um, I came home and I was chit chatting with her. I haven't been home in like a while, so I was like chit chatting and catching up with my mom. And she tells me that I had mail on my bed. And I was like, okay, fine. But I noticed this particular time she carried a conversation into my room, which she never does. So in my room, and she's in my room with me, which is like pretty weird. She's not really in my room that much. And opened up my mail, and then I noticed my grandmother sent me mail, and I was like, grandma sent me mail. I was like, she never sends me mail. Like, she either calls me, or she either calls me or that's about it. Like, I don't understand like why she sent me mail. So mom was like, just open it, whatever. So that was my first indicator something was going on, because she was in my room. She was there opening when I was opening my mail. I was like, but it didn't like click to me yet. So open the mail, and she sends a letter, and a handwritten letter, and a check falls out. But I didn't read. I didn't look at the check. I'm the kind of person that I read the note and the card first, and then look at the check, because I feel like if you do the other way around, it's kind of rude. So the note said, "Dear Jaleesa, hope you have fun on your trip to Paris. Hope this is enough money for you to buy something shiny and pretty, like a nice, pretty, shiny outfit, and give me a souvenir." And she puts a smiley face, and she puts "Love, Mom," because I call her Mom. I look at this check. She sends me $1,500. I lost my mind. I dropped the check. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm screaming with my mom. And I'm like, oh my God. She goes, wow. And I was like, she sent me $1,500. I was like, I gotta call her. I was like, maybe she put too many zeros in the check. I don't know. So I was like freaking out. So then I called my grandmother, and my mother, she's like screaming, oh my God, you finally opened it. And I was like, what? And she's like, I knew you was getting that check. I want to see your face when you opened it. I said, that's what was in my room. So I called my grandmother as soon as I get the check, and I was like, Grandma, I was like, I just came home. I just got the check you sent me. I was like, are you sure you want to give me this money? Like, I was like, did you put so many zeros accident? I was like, what's going on? And she was like, well, I don't really understand the exchange rates and how much euros are now in dollar form. I'm like, $1,500 for one outfit? That is crazy. So I was like, of course I'm gonna get you the most awesome souvenir or gift or whatever you want. Like, that was more than I can even think of, because like I was trying to save my money up really tight between now and when I go away in about 7 weeks. And I'm like, okay, I gotta spend no more than this much money per week, and I have about this much stuff in the bank, which is like I only do this, I can go home this many times. Like, I was like really calculating money or whatever, like budgeting. So with this money, I sat there and I thought about it, and I was like, do I want to extend my trip? I was like, what are the odds of me ever going back? I was like, is 2 days really enough for me to see Paris? It's like the first day I went to Eiffel Tower. And then waiting on that line is gonna take forever, because the day I go over there, that day and the next day was gonna be my 2 days I was gonna spend. So it was like a day and a half, because the day I get up from the first hotel, the time it takes me to travel from Belfort into Paris, and then from Paris into where my district is, where my hotel is, half my day is already over. I'm gonna be there by like 12:30, 1 o'clock by the time I get actually into Paris and like get into my hotel room. But the good news is the Eiffel Tower is about 2 to 3 miles away from my hotel. And if I go to Eiffel Tower the first day, I'm waiting a ridiculous long amount of time online for that, to go in Eiffel Tower and go up the steps and like whatever, sightsee. I feel like that alone is gonna take a lot of time out of my day for the first day I'm in Paris. And then at night, I was gonna take the time to go to some good restaurants, hit a bar maybe or something, and just relax that night. And then the second day, my last day in Paris, I wanted to go to the Moulin Rouge, because I'm obsessed with that movie. I know, what play, whatever you want to call it, but I love that movie. I mean, I love that movie. That and Titanic are my favorite movies. Yeah, okay, I heard it all, but I love Leonardo, so. But yeah, I want to see the Moulin Rouge and I want to see the pyramid. So I was like, that's just some time traveling because I went to the real like train station. I want to take in travel with their transportation system. So I was like, screw taking cabs everywhere. The whole experience is like, yeah, I want the whole experience. Okay, so So I want to do that, and then like everyone keeps telling me, you gotta go shopping, you gotta go shopping, you're gonna be in Paris, you gotta go shopping, you gotta go shopping. So I'm like, that alone, okay, when I go shopping, it's a sport. If I invite you to go shopping, you better have the energy. One time I asked my brother, I was shopping for like school, like college shopping or whatever, and like clothes and like stuff in my room and stuff. And asked my brother, just like throwing it out there, I swear he was gonna say no, but I was like, hey Greg, you wanna come shopping with me? And he looks at me, and I'm assuming he's going to say no because, like, he wants to go shopping with his little sister who takes forever shopping, you know, female. And he goes, yeah, I'll go with you. And I was like, are you sure you want to go with me? Like, I said shopping, like, not to the store. You want to go shopping with me? He was like, yeah, I got to get a few things myself. And I was like, before you commit to this, I'm just to let you know, shopping is a sport, okay? It's an all-day event. I will go shopping in any weather, rain, sleet, snow. I don't care if it's sunny outside or it's cloudy. I will go out and I will shop. It's best when it's raining and snowing outside because no one's out in the stores. There's more clothes to choose from and less of a line. So I was like, are you sure to go shopping? I said, I got to hit the Village, I got to hit Midtown, I got to hit all types of stores, okay? Like, I'm going all over the map, or at least Manhattan. And he was like, no, that's cool. So I go the way I shop. I go all the way to the bottom. Like I live in Manhattan, so I go all the way to the bottom of the island and work my way up back to where I live, so that I hit every store as I go up. Then I'm home. So we hit the Village first, and I go to the Crocs store. I get a pair of Crocs to school. I hit like Uniqlo to get some warm winter clothes. I go to like H&M, and I go to other places. Then I go up to the Lower West Side. Then I go to Midtown. Then I go up to, and then by the time we hit like Midtown, he's like, my feet hurt. I'm tired. How long am I gonna be outside? You've been outside for 4 hours already. I'm like, you're tired. I'm like, you have on sneakers. I have on high heels. Who's tired? Whose feet hurt? Who? I don't. What? What are you complaining about? I'm sorry. Was you playing football? Why are your feet hurt right now? Like, I'm gonna get him like, I told you all day, Ben. I told you it was a sport. You can't keep up, don't come. So he was like, oh my god, whatever. So he stuck it out eventually, but he was complaining a little bit, but it was cute. But the whole point of telling the story is that when I go shopping, it's an all day event. So if I go shopping in Paris, it's gonna be an all day event. You know, like, if I go to the main shopping strip, it's going to be like all the stores the same in Manhattan, which is like deja vu. I don't go to Paris to see stores the same in Manhattan. I want to see Parisian, like, you know, styles of boutiques and like stores, stuff like that. So one of my mom's friends knows about like my shopping styles. Like I like shopping like in like hole-in-the-wall places. I hate wearing an outfit the next person is wearing right next to me. I like to look different. So and my mom's telling her friend and she says that this is a place in Paris. I forgot where, but she's gonna let me know. Like, she gave me information, and it's a place that it's hole in the wall. It's like little boutiques. They're very small. Like they're cheap. They're really good deals. Not cheap, but like they're good deals. And like it's something I would like. It's like it's different. It's not like your typical like whatever kind of like clothing. So I'm excited for that. So I'm gonna go shop. That's gonna be an all-day event. I want to be in a hunt for the best croissant, the best macarons in Paris, and just so many things I want to do. I want to go to the museums. I want to go to the Rose Garden. I want to see like, just I don't know. So I thought about extending my trip, and so I booked my flight through Orbitz because I have Orbitz bucks, but then I realized those bucks don't go towards flights. But anyway. It actually was cheaper in Orbitz, so I just went through Orbitz compared to like Expedia or like what else did I try? Something else I don't remember. Anyway, so I called them and I was like, how much is it gonna cost me to change my flights? I know it gets a little expensive. I'm thinking my mom was like $150 to change your flight minimum, so I'm thinking $200, right? So I called Orbitz and I was like, how long is it going to take me? How much is it going to cost to extend my return date by 1 day? I just want to leave a day later. He's going to tell me some $305. And I was like, ooh, can I call you back? I was like, I got to figure this out. So then I said, okay. I was looking at hotels in Paris. There was this one hotel that I fell in love with. But my budget was not to spend more than $300 for 2 nights in Paris. And that hotel was like $360. And I was like, it's not even like $310, $315. It was $360. And I was like, no, I can't do it. It's too much money. I love you, but I can't get it. And when I picture my hotel in Paris, I picture something about waking up in the morning and what I see and what I smell and what I feel. I like waking up to a bright room from like the natural like sunlight or the natural lighting outside. Like I was picturing a hotel that had like the windows like that open like to the side, you know, and like you had little like French balcony and like you can lean outside, you can see like the street. Like that was my whole feel. Like something small. I'm not trying to get a huge hotel. It's just me by myself. I'm gonna rest in my head at night there. You know, like I'm not really like staying in my room all night, just like watch TV. Like I'm not even going out. So I just need a place to sleep and a place to store my luggage and my stuff and all that, you know, jazz. So I thought about it. So I find some extra money. Maybe I can get that hotel room now. So that's about how much it's gonna cost for 3 days now. Because 2 days is $360. How much is 3 days gonna cost me? So I tried going through Orbis to see, because the room that I originally wanted, I got it through Bookings.com. Well, the one that I was talking about with the balcony, that one I fell in love with, that was on Bookings.com, but Orbis didn't have it, so I couldn't go to Orbis. I had about like 68 Orbis bucks. Oh, that'll cover like the difference. But unfortunately, Orbis doesn't have the hotel. So I was like, oh my God, who has this hotel? So I went through Hotels.com compared to Bookings prices, and Hotels.com is cheaper. So I was able to get the hotel that I wanted and through Hotels.com. But for 3 nights, it was some $520. I was like, Jesus. So $300 for changing my flight ticket. $500 for the hotel. That is $800 out of the $1,500 I just got. And then I'm not gonna lie, the very next day after I got that check, I went shopping. Yes, I did, and I spent like $150. Okay, almost $200. That's $1,000 gone already from this $1,500. That I just got. But what it does mean also, to be the positive side, is an extra $500 I didn't have before. Extra $500 can go towards shopping. Or good food, or good company, or whatever the case is. Sightseeing, tours, museums, whatever the case is. That's more money for me. So, I just had to share that because I was really overwhelmed and like really happy. Well, not overwhelmed, but like really like filled with joy. Just like, oh my God, there's so much going on right now. So I had to go share that, and it's really excited. I'm so grateful. I just had to like just explain how grateful I am of the support that I'm getting from my family. I mean, to me, this was just a thought. It was just an idea that I can go to Paris. Now that's actually real. And I've been dreaming about this, like, I know it's like, oh, your whole life. How old are you? Like, 19? Yeah, I'm 19, okay. So, oh, Jimmy, your whole life, you're just so young. But, like, now that my career is getting so real now because I'm about to graduate, it's like, it's actually, like, it's becoming real for me. And it's like, I need to better my career as best as I can. I need as much experience that I can get as much as possible. Like, I just want to be a sponge, just soak everything up, like, everything, you got to do everything while you're young, you know what I'm saying? When you get older, you get tired, you get lazy, you don't want to do things, you go, you can't move as much as you used to when you were younger. Now is my time to do what I need to do and do what I want to do. So, I'm just so happy right now. So, I have to go talk to my chef and just let him know and ask him for a little bit more advice for what to do and where to go. But my family's been amazing throughout this whole entire process, helping me out and helping me pay for things and giving me extra money. Like, my grandmother, she didn't have to do that. I never asked for anything from her. Like, I just want her to be proud of me. I don't want her money. She has it hard enough as it is, paying for the bills she has to pay for all alone now, So I just feel like I don't want your money. But when I called her, she was like, every single time I tell you to ask me when you need money, you never ask me. You never ask me for money ever. She was like, so I thought I'd just give you this. You deserve this money. You never asked for anything. This is a gift from me. And I was just like, I don't know how to begin to thank you. So I got to find her the perfect gift. I don't know what it is yet, but I know once I see it, I'm going to know. But I'll see you guys later, and happy cooking. I don't know how to end this video. But I'm just so happy. I'll see you guys later. Bye.